Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. Alright folks, today we're diving deep into everything you need to know about the San Francisco 49ers as they gear up for the 2025 season. If you've been following the team, you know that last year was a roller coaster, full of high hopes but marred by injuries that really hampered their ability to compete at their best. And let's be honest, a season like 2024 leaves fans eager for redemption, for that comeback story that we all crave as diehard 49ers supporters. But as always, the team is resilient, and this offseason has been nothing short of a roller coaster itself, full of moves, shakeups, and strategic planning to put San Francisco back on top. Now, one thing that's been very evident is the injury bug. Last season, it just seemed like every key player was going down at the worst possible times, and that really disrupted their rhythm. We saw it across multiple units, but especially on the defensive line. Yes, the front seven, which was expected to be a strength, was decimated by injuries. All four projected starters at one point or another, Michael Williams, Kevin Givens, Jordan Elliott, and Nick Bosa, dealt with various ailments early in training camp. That's a tough pill to swallow for any team, especially one with Super Bowl aspirations. Imagine losing your top pass rusher, your versatile interior guys, all before the season even begins. That's a significant blow, and it's forcing the 49ers to adapt quickly. In response, the team has already taken some proactive steps. They brought in veteran pass rusher Trevis Gipson, a savvy move to bolster their depth on the edge. Gipson has shown flashes of brilliance in the past, and bringing him in provides some much-needed experience and a reliable rotation piece. But even with Gipson, the team knows they need more help, especially given the uncertainty with their starters. That's why they've also decided to reunite with Shaquille Brown, a defensive tackle who's been in the league since 2023. Brown went undrafted, but has been working hard to carve out a role for himself. He hasn't yet played his first NFL game, but the 49ers see potential in him as a depth option on the interior defensive line. This move, however, came with a bit of a shakeup on the roster. To make room for Brown, San Francisco had to part ways with veteran tight end Ross Dwelley. It's a move that might surprise some fans at first glance because Dwelley has been a reliable target for the team, especially in key situations. But with George Kittle firmly established as the primary tight end, and given the team's focus on shoring up their defensive front, this was a strategic decision. The 49ers are clearly prioritizing bolstering their defense early in camp, trying to build a squad that can withstand the inevitable injuries and keep their competitive edge intact. And let's not forget, the defense was a cornerstone of the 49ers' success in recent years. Their front seven has been legendary at times, especially with Bosa leading the charge. But the injuries last season exposed some vulnerabilities that they are eager to fix. The addition of Gipson and the re-signing of Brown show that San Francisco is serious about maintaining that defensive dominance, even if it means making some tough roster decisions. These moves also highlight the team's focus on versatility and depth, which could be the difference-maker down the stretch. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the 49ers have been quietly assembling a roster that's capable of competing for another Super Bowl. After coming up just short in Super Bowl LVII against the Kansas City Chiefs, the team felt that sting deeply. That disappointment has fueled their offseason moves, re-signing Brock Purdy to a long-term deal, a 5-year, $265 million contract that affirms their belief in their franchise quarterback. Purdy, who stepped into the spotlight last season, proved he's capable of leading this team with poise and skill. That deal gives San Francisco stability at quarterback for years to come, which is crucial when you're trying to build a championship-caliber roster around him. And let's not forget, the team's core is still there. George Kittle remains one of the best tight ends in the league, a matchup nightmare for defenses. His presence on the field, combined with Purdy's growth and the addition of key pieces, makes the 49ers offense one of the most dangerous in the NFL. The offense is designed to be versatile, balancing the run game with a potent passing attack, and it's this balance that has made them so difficult to defend. But as always, the real story is about resilience and adaptability. The 49ers have faced adversity before, and their history shows they're not afraid to make bold moves. This offseason, they've been shuffling pieces, making strategic roster decisions, and focusing on health. Their goal: to return to the postseason and make a real push for that elusive second Super Bowl in the Kyle Shanahan era. And with the talent they have, and the lessons learned from last year's heartbreak, it's reasonable to believe they have a real shot. Of course, the NFC West remains competitive. The Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals are all looking to make their mark, but San Francisco has established itself as the team to beat. Their combination of a strong defense, a dynamic offense led by Purdy and Kittle, and a resilient mindset makes them a perennial threat. Plus, the experience gained in recent playoff runs, even with the setbacks, gives them confidence. They know what it takes to succeed in the postseason, and that mental edge can often be the difference in tight games. Now, looking ahead, the key questions for fans and analysts alike are about health and consistency. Can the 49ers keep their stars healthy? Will the depth they're building translate into reliable performances throughout the grueling NFL season? And can Brock Purdy continue to develop as a leader and playmaker? These are the questions that will shape their journey in 2025. The team's front office has shown they're willing to be aggressive, making moves that could pay dividends later in the year. If everything falls into place, the 49ers are poised to make another deep playoff run and maybe, just maybe, finally get over the hump in the Super Bowl. And speaking of the Super Bowl, fans can't help but dream about that ultimate prize. The team's recent history, coming close in Super Bowl LIV, then falling just short last season, has only fueled the desire to finish the job. With their current roster, their coaching staff under Kyle Shanahan, and the leadership of Purdy, they have all the ingredients to make that dream a reality. But of course, it's not going to be easy. They'll have to navigate injuries, tough opponents, and those unpredictable moments that define playoff football. In summary, the San Francisco 49ers are in a fascinating position heading into 2025. They're a team that's learned from setbacks, made smart roster moves, and is focused on health and depth. Their core remains intact, led by Purdy and Kittle, with a defense that's hungry to regain its dominance. The road to another Super Bowl is never straightforward, but if they stay healthy and adapt quickly, they have everything they need to once again be serious contenders. The NFC West is watching, the league is watching, and we, as fans, are on the edge of our seats, eager to see how this story unfolds. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all these moves and the team's outlook for 2025? Do you believe they're heading back to the Super Bowl, or do you see some hurdles they'll need to overcome first? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the 49ers. Remember, this team is more than just a roster. It's a community that lives and breathes every game, every play. And I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest San Francisco 49ers news, analysis, and insights. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Niners.